Hi, my name is Angie Mezzetti. I was a newscaster in RTÉ for 6 years, but I was not an employee. And I also had worked as a continuity announcer full-time since 1989. My mother gave me this brooch the first day I started in RTÉ. My St. Bridget's cross. Poor St. Bridget, she must be turning in her grave with what's going on in RTÉ. What I really am doing here today, it's too late for me possibly, I don't know. But I want to support the workers who are still being put through what they're being put through and the fear that's still going on in RTÉ, and it's not right. It's just not right. I asked to be made an employee, imagine that. And my father, who had been a painter in RTÉ, he died in the September 2001, and in October I said, I can't take this anymore, and I left. I got a package, nothing huge, nothing on the scale of the most recent ones, but the stress is too much and the fear is too much, and it takes its toll on you. So I moved on, and I've had a great career since, but I really feel that the current situation can't be allowed to continue. RTÉ cannot be allowed to get away with this. You know, it's unfair competition as well, and they're not supporting their own workers who make the programmes, who do everything that you see on TV, and it's not fair and it's not right, and they must have a moral compass and know what's right and what's wrong, and this is not right. Employment rights are not discretionary. They're not. They can't give them to some people and not others. You have employment rights by definition. You should be able to enjoy them and enjoy working for a great company, fantastic people in RTÉ.
Yeah, you can't have one person working with no pension or no employment rights, and then next door is their friend that they have lunch with who has all the employment rights, and that's what's happening in RTÉ. They've divided people and they've intimidated people, and they basically
they've weaponised employment rights.
Yes. A new regime is all very well, but they need to fix the past first. You can't build something new and that works properly on the bones of other workers.
Tell me a little bit about what happened to you at RTÉ.
I started in 2012, and basically the HR put me on a sole trader contract. The employer said I had to be on a sole trader contract, but when I was working alongside everyone else exactly the same. So I was covering their shifts, doing what they were doing, exactly the same thing. There was 2 other guys doing the same thing I was doing. It's a news and just coordinator is the name. Just keep getting onto HR to see, because basically they've paid my PRSI, so they've paid my Class A. But when I questioned it, they won't do anything else. So they haven't backdated my start date to that date, even though they've paid it back to that date. They won't backdate that. When I talk to HR, it's a lot of HR chat where it don't really answer any questions, I find. Yeah. So I've gone up to Kevin with some questions, and he just keeps saying go back to HR. So it's like the holiday pay. Main one actually is pension. So 6 years of pension that I kind of should probably have. It's the holiday pay, sick pay. I don't have maternity pay, but belongs to that kind of stuff where everything that my colleagues got that I should have got as well, I didn't get. The things kind of stopped was I couldn't go for a mortgage, so banks wouldn't even look at me because I was a sole trader. I couldn't. There was no increments on my payment. My payment was the same from year 1 to year 6. That never changed.
And what's the situation with you, Maeve? Why are you here today? Why are you protesting?
I'm protesting very similar to Joey. I was brought in as a freelancer in 2004. I worked for 6.5 years as a freelancer. I had a number of issues with them. I tried to bring them to the LRC. I was intimidated and didn't feel like I could follow up the situation myself. So eventually I was made staff in 2011, but for those 6.5 years I went to Scope, and the Scope basically said that they would have considered me Class A and that I am an employee. RTÉ appealed that under no grounds, and eventually we went to the hearing, and the hearing said that I still would have been considered Class A, which is an employee. RTÉ have paid my PRSI now, which is basically, to me, it's an admission of liability. Why would you pay PRSI on somebody who's not an employee? And they are refusing to backdate my contract to 2004. They're refusing, the same as Joey and everybody else in our situation, to give us pensions or holiday pay and everything that we missed out on those years when we were working for them. And what we want really is for the Minister to take some action, the Minister for Social Protection to take some action and to prosecute RTÉ for breaking the law, because there can't be one law for one company and another law for another company.